I support the $3.5 trillion. I believe that the elements of it have been stated over and over again. They're good for this country and they're needed by families and by our nation. But I'm a realist too. I went through the Affordable Care Act, and you remember that debate 10 or 11 years ago, where we made concessions. And I think those concessions will lead to a different number. I just want to make sure that we come up with the right result. Not the biggest number, but the most effective number to help families and this economy move forward in a responsible way.
The $6 trillion that I originally proposed was probably too little. $3.5 trillion should be a minimum, but I accept that there's going to have to be give and take. And if it's $3.5 trillion, we can pay for it because, as everybody knows, you got some of the wealthiest people in this country who in a given year don't pay a penny in federal income tax. Large corporations don't pay a nickel in federal income tax. So if Manchin wants to pay for it, I'm there. Let's do it.
It's never been about the price tag. It's about what we want to deliver. The price tag comes out of that. So we understand that the 3.5 we thought was negotiated already is clearly not negotiated. We understand we have to get 50 senators on board, and we have to keep everyone in the House on board. And so we are now going back to make sure what is the way that we can get all of the critical programs that we had identified, those things I talked to you about, childcare, paid leave, climate.
And I'm going to get to that in a second.
Yeah, how do we get all of those things in, but but perhaps for a shorter period of time, and be able to get then to the number from that? The critical thing is, let's get our priorities in.
The thing is that Washington math is notoriously funny, and you can make a $3 trillion, you can make a $1 trillion bill into $2 trillion, you can make a $3 trillion bill that helps fewer people, etc. And so that's why we really need to talk about the substance of this. I think that President Biden has been a good faith partner to the entire Democratic Party. He is, in fact, a moderate, and we disagree on certain issues, but he reaches out and he actually tries to understand our perspective, and that is why I am fighting for his agenda.